Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. For the next week I'm going to be preparing for a live tournament, like a paper tournament, and I'm probably going to be playing Deadguy Ale, so probably like 70% of the decks I will be playing this week will be versions of Deadguy Ale, just to get some more reps in. And yeah, so I'm not going to be playing too many funky decks. Maybe once Mono-Red Stompy, like Dragon Stompy, and maybe once like Enchanters or something. But not too often, not as often as usual. So if you don't like Deadguy Ale, then that's not a good thing. But if you do, that will be a good thing. The list I will be trying today is this one. Like it made top 8 in a kind of okay sized tournament. So that seems promising. The biggest difference with the list I'm usually playing is that this does not play Deathrite Shaman and doesn't play Chromox. So like you don't have a turn 1 creature or ramp, you're still going like for the 2 mana costed creatures. But instead it plays 3 Inquisition of Kozilek and 3 Thoughtseize. So it's just trying to play either a discard spell or like a Swords to Plowshares on turn 1, not any ramp. And it plays 24 lands, of which one Shambling Vent, which has like seems to have a good upside in grindy matchups, and 2 Caracas. I guess if you play 24 lands you can afford it, because it's really good in matches like Reanimator or lands, and as you may have seen in my previous videos. So if you sometimes you need to draw Caracas and you don't, and then you lose. So I guess this increases your chances of drawing it. And main deck it also has a Gideon of the Trials. It does, which is good against Storm, maybe also against Gurmak Angler with a +1. It does not play Hymn to Thorak, maybe because it doesn't play any ramp spells. And it only plays 2 Wasteland, that may also be noted. I had also been considering playing only 3 Wastelands in the versions I was playing before, because the colorless mana can be awkward if you're trying to cast both Confident and Stoneforge in consecutive turns. Like you can't get a basic for playing these 2 if you have a Wasteland, and like of course also with Hymn to Thorak. Sideboard has like anti combo cards, a bit more creature removal, probably for Delver decks or Infect. Yeah, some Graveyard Hate. Some Planeswalkers probably for the grindy matchups where all the 1 mana discard is not so good, and Talia, which seems good against Storm. So it is quite different from that guy I was playing before in the play style, but it seems very well built, so I wanted to try it out. And if this version is not as great as it looks, then I'll probably go back to my previous version and start tweaking it a bit more. Like I had been considering adding the Shambling Vent myself, and I had been considering cutting 1 Wasteland, and a Gideon of the Trials had been on my radar as well. So I may end up with something like a mix between this version, like between this deck and the next deck. Oh, the league closes only the 30th, like on Wednesday. I thought it ended today, this evening, with the banner restricted update, which I think should be today. Okay, the BNR is today on Monday. And I think it will also be in effect today. So that means I thought usually they Oh yeah, actually the announcement date and the effective date is often different, and here the even on Magic Online. So maybe it will only be effective on Wednesday. Anyway, it will be exciting to see if anything changes. Come on, opponents! So that means I have 3 more days to win 18 leagues. Seems reasonable. Yeah, while we're waiting, I'm just gonna be looking at a few more Deadguy Ale lists. Like this one, and this one is kind of close to what I've been playing myself previously. But I think this, yeah, this plays Talia main deck, this plays Talia main deck. Which seem kind of awkward with like the Chromoxes and the Hymn to Thorax. Okay. I may want to try them out, but it seems kind of counterintuitive. I do like the Smuggler's Copter. May want one of those. Definitely not selling my paper copies yet. No problem to be seen. I'll be getting just a bit of water. And we found an opponent. So let's see what we are playing against. Good OCMTT. No lands, easy mulligan. I think we have to keep this, because at least it has turn 1 interaction. Oh, it has a turn 2 play now. Yeah, the Confidant is gonna make us curve very well. I think I want a basic here. We don't get randomly wasted or Blood Moon or whatever. Opponent is brainstorming in response to hide, like probably their infernal tutor. I mean, if you brainstorm in response to a thought seize, that seems very suspicious of being combo. Oh, it's not. Okay, Angler. Okay, let's see. Angler is not a big problem if we can resolve Gideon. I think I take Counterspell, because otherwise my opponent can keep up Counterspell for my Dark Confidant next turn. Like, I could have taken Lightning Bolt in case he taps out. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he is very smart. Like he hit the probe on top, because if we knew he had probe, we might have taken therapy or probe. Like, therapy by itself seemed very harmless. I guess he's gonna take our Dark Confidant. Our opponent says, we sounded too much like a combo deck. Like, because fetching a basic into a Thought Seize made him think like therapy was gonna be the most important card. I think if he finds a red mana, he's not gonna take the Confidant, because he can use a Lightning Bolt, which is not great against Lingering Souls or Gideon. He's gonna take Gideon. It means he has red mana for his Lightning Bolt. I'm still gonna jam the Dark Confidant. I don't think he has days, and I'm fine with him spending the Bolt. Like, otherwise next turn, like if I draw a Stoneforge, like I can't. He's gonna use the Bolt at some creature at some point, so I might as well give him the Confidant. And while he's tapped out, I'm going to plow the Angler now. Not to, like, so he can't untap and counterspell it. Like, for my curve, of course, it's better to play Lingering Souls. But I think I need to kill this as soon as possible. Oh! Force and blue card. That's unfortunate. And I'm gonna fetch around Stifle here. Gonna get myself a basic. I think I need to block the Angler, because taking one hit and going down to 5 is dangerous against deck with Snapcasters and Bolts. It should be an okay matchup for us. But getting the Swords of Plowshares countered was rough. One turn late. I'm curious which one he will sacrifice. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Like, unless he plays Forked Bolt, he can't deal with both spirits with just one card off the top. So I'm gonna take the risk here that he does not play Forked Bolt. And I can block with one spirit, take up Liliana and hope to edict his angler the turn after. He's attacking Liliana. Ah, that's unfortunate. I mean, it looked pretty obvious that he had a bolt. Like, either he had a bolt or a counter spell. Or because anything else he would have played out in his turn. Because I don't have Liliana, I don't mind. Only keeping one blocker. Like, if he bolts the blocker and deals 5 damage, that's fine with me. At least I'll get in a few extra points of damage. Okay, this is not good, obviously. I'm keeping the Marsh Flats for potential collective brutality. Let's hope he does not have Force of Will, hard casts. But it looks like he has something. Yeah. Yep, opponent has it. Very annoying. Now we have like 3 Swords of Plowshares and 1 Liliana left. I'm gonna die here anyway, so I might as well look at my opponent's hand. I do want Vindicate, at least it kills Angler. Gideon, I'm not sure, like we lived very long in this game, but maybe we don't always. Yeah, Kaya at least takes care of creatures more like better, and Fatal Push because they seem to be Delver. I'm not sure we want Bitter Blossom. I'm not sure we want all of these colors. Although, I mean, color could be better than Thoughtseize. Like, I think I want to deal with him on the battlefield as much as possible. But being on the draw and not having too many 1-drops, probably Thoughtseize is better. And I got 1 scholar. Oh wait, we need 61 cards. Okay, I like this. This hand seems fine on the play. I turn too confident without much other, like, he's not awesome. But yeah, Jita and Lingering Souls are, they do something in the late game. Because Lingering Souls bought me, like, it blocked 4 attacks. So that could be good enough. Opponent is looking for a Fatal Push or a Bolt, which he did not have yet. And I may be tempted to Vindicate a land of his first, but I'm not sure if it's a good play. I'll see what he fetches. Like if he fetches a Badlands, I mean he brainstorms, so he probably has like some lands lined up, right? Yeah, I think I have to keep this for Regormech Angler. I don't have to play it stupid. Only like if he misses a land drop, I may want to Vindicate a land. It's a bit too risky a play right now if I don't know if he has mana problems. No. Why does it have to die? My opponent doesn't know about color. So I think I'm playing Lingering Souls here. Maybe weak to therapy on GT, but I'll take the risk. Also, of course, Vindicate is more valuable once he like uses this fetch. Then I have more chance of screwing some of his colors. No, I have to attack first. Then I'm gonna place color and Jita. I'm not gonna equip Jita yet, because he might have a removal spell for the spirit I'm trying to equip it to. First I'm gonna see if he has any disruption, and then if I'm clear to go I will cast the Jita. I hope he bolts this in response to the trigger, and then forgets that I still get to exile a card permanently, because that would be a 2-for-1. And the opponent is smart to fetch a Badlands here. So we can't, like, okay, we can still Vindicate him of red. But then yeah, like, we can't Vindicate him of black anymore. Let's see. I think I want to be taking Jace here. Actually, does Jace do anything? It bounces creatures, that's okay. Marsh Casualty seems rough in the late game, and Bolt deals with something right now. I think Marsh Casualties is the most of like a 2-for-1-ish card. Still gonna play the Jita here. in case he has like a cable therapy on top. Like he could have hidden a land on top and tricked me into not taking the chase by presenting only 3 mana, but I think with Vindicate in hand and all these creatures, I don't care enough about the chase anyway. It would just be like an unsummon or a brainstorm that would die to getting attacked. Of course now I'm weak to the Tidehollow Scholar getting bolted. And then getting Marsh Casualties. And he would have wiped my board. So I need this Jitte, like I need him to not have double black and red this turn to like wipe my board. Then I will equip the Jitte and I will keep the counters on it to be able to pump and make 1 spirit survive. Oh, he does have it. Yeah, he's gonna wipe my board. That's unfortunate. Opponent has it all. I mean, all they needed was a swamp, so it's not even that special. I think I'm not gonna need the deluge. So I think I can hope to get an instant or sorcery from their hand. Marsh Casualties. A very good card against Lingering Souls. But Fatal Push not so much. Oh, come on opponent, don't do this to us. We're attacking first in case he wants to use Fatal Push on one of our tokens. But he's smart and doesn't. I think we get Fire and Ice here. Now getting the Batter Skull, the extra creature into play is nice, but we still don't have the mana to cast it, so... At least we can give a token protection from Jace, for example. No, okay, I thought he was gonna... I thought he was gonna go against command again. Oh, I see he's probably gonna scry away any land. Oh, yeah, or that one. Like useless cards. So I won't be able to equip here. Attack with all creatures. I'm not sure if we have to attack him or his life. I think we have to attack Jace. I really want to get him down lower. Yeah, he can bounce a token, kill another one, like Snapcaster, Marsh Casualties, and then take over the game. So I need to get his Jace as low as possible and hope that it will allow me to equip 1 time. All I need is just 1 hit with the sword. But I think we are not winning this. The Kolgan's command was just too rough. Pyromancer, sure. And he's gonna get some value out of it. At least our spirits aren't dead yet. And at least he gave us a target for young Pyromancer. For a fatal push. If our opponent has fatal push, they can instant beat kill the equipped creature. That would be weak, I mean weak for us, so like good for him. But otherwise we can attack him with the equipped spirit and Jace with the other spirit. Oh, opponent does not have a removal spell. So yeah, we can, like, either we just kill Jace with the trigger, or we can also judgment it. We actually get to draw an extra card here. So that's a lot better. Attack him, kill Jace with the trigger, and attack Jace for 1 damage with the token. Yeah, I was very close to actually just killing him. Like, I could have put him down to 3 life, but I think that was a mistake. Like, Jace is just too strong. Like, if he would have found a removal spell, then he would have been able to clear the board. Huh. Okay. Let's hope he does not have a counter. Yep, he's dead. GG. He does seem to be a bit slower than just Delver, so Bitter Blossom could be okay. Not entirely sure. Like Snapcaster, I think Snapcaster is not enough reason to run Gravedigger's Cage. I think either Sworn Canonist would be better against Snapcaster Call Against Command. And then I cut. Maybe Tidehollow's color isn't the greatest. I guess we saw it was just like a temporary fix, and it didn't help us with so yeah, we don't have really Caracas targets. Yeah, like it was a temporary fix, and then he just bolted it, and he got back to Marsh casualties. So basically, it just like was an Inquisition of Cosmic for his Lightning Bolt. Here, yeah, Caracas is not necessary, and having 2 is kind of awkward, so I can cut that one. I wanted to leave in 2 Thoughtseize just to take cards that are too hard to deal with. Like, for example, taking a Jace or Call Against Command to just provide more value than I want. Like anything that's a 2-for-1. Playing the Scrolland first is weak to Wasteland, but opponent did not play Wasteland yet. So I want to keep open Swords of Plowshares for a Deathrite, for example. Because they don't seem to be Delver. They seem to be more like some control-ish version that still plays Anglers and Pyromancer. Yes, I think on Sword of Fire and Ice. The card advantage is more important than like a 4/4 lifelink creature. Wait, I did board in Gideon? I don't remember doing that. But yeah, it seems good if he's like on a slower Planeswalker version. Like, and the tokens can block Gurmag Angler forever. He's clearly representing something. So I could play around Kolaghan's command somewhat. Maybe by playing Canonist. Actually, Canonist still dies to Kolaghan's command. Yeah, I think I'm gonna jam Liliana here. At least they can't profitably get Kolaghan's command. And we don't need better skull really. So I think the Stoneforge isn't that much value anymore. I mean, we can get in the sword uncounterable, but I mean, like Canonist is a stronger feature. And like Plow will still be important. The equipment is still kind of good despite Kolaghan's command, and like Gideon might be able to take over the game as well. Okay. Another Liliana means I may not want to discard anything here and keep my Plow for later. So I feel like I want to do it this way. And then like shut off any future Snapcaster mages. Actually, he can just kill it with Jita, so that's kind of silly. But and yeah, I need to keep both Plow and Liliana in my hand because like that's the only way to deal with any creature. Like if he plays Pyromancer, then of course I need to Plow a token he makes before I can make him sacrifice it. If I draw a land here, I'm gonna play Gideon as soon as possible while my opponent is tapped out, because like this token should be able to raise the Jace. So he's a top priority. Like these equipments won't do anything yet because he can kill Canonist whenever he wants. Yeah, still gonna attack, of course. Just force him to use the counters now. Huh. He's taking it. That means he thinks there is something better to do with his counters, or maybe he has Kolaghan's command and wants to get some value out of it. Force of Will. Yeah, I don't like it, but I think I have to take Force of Will. Because yeah, I need this Gideon to resolve once I'm ready to fire it off. Or maybe he hasn't realized that Cannon is top Snapcaster, although I highly doubt that. Like, he doesn't seem like a noob. So maybe he just wants to keep his options open as long as possible. Yeah, like this. Looks like Angler or Tasigur. Yeah, and he can still Snapcaster Bolt, so I need to plow it instead of using Liliana. Or I could land Liliana. No, I don't have enough white sources, do I? Yeah, I could land, yeah, Snapcaster Preordain. So I land Liliana, I make him sacrifice. If he responds to Sweet Snapcaster Mage, I can plow the Angler in response, and he burns Snapcaster, making the way clearer for my Gideon. I think I like that play better. Actually, he brainstorms, so he may have something else than Snapcaster Preordain. He's not going for the play I just mentioned. Maybe a Skull against command and can kill Liliana and Jite at the same time. Although he can play another Angler, but I think I still need to plow this before he untaps, because if he draws a counter spell, then he's able to equip. I'm in a bad spot, because the Jite can still pressure the Gideon tokens. Please let me untap and resolve this. Seems unlikely with this many cards. But he bottomed both cards with Preordain, so that means he's not yet finding what he needs, probably. And he no longer has 2 blue up, so at least if he wants to counter something, it has to be Force of Will, which is a 2-for-1. I guess that's the only reason we are still alive. Actually, if you can Snapcaster push the creature, or Snapcaster anything, and then like he still has Jite to deal with the Night Ally token. Yeah, I think we're not in the clear yet, especially because the Jite counters are there, so I can't even equip my Knight and start going to town on his Pyromancer. Oh, no therapy, please. I need my plow. Yeah, this Jace has just been on the battlefield for a bit too long. And this Pyromancer clearly has been living for too long as well. Even if it's just one turn. Like, it's so much value. And I don't know if I left in the Toxic Deluge. Yeah, I did. Both of them. Okay. That's an out. Yeah, our chance of winning here very small. Even smaller. I think we really need the Toxic Deluge, because like this may be a turn that he does not have force blue cards, but after this turn, if he untaps, at least the Vindicate is reasonable. It may... I feel like I can't let his Jace survive, because this will win him the game if we can't kill it this turn yet. But we also need to deal with this Pyromancer, or we just lose to the token value. Yeah, I still think we definitely lose to Jace, and we still have like Toxic Deluge for Pyromancer. And I feel like if I attack here and he uses the counters, that's better for me than if he equips and only needs like one counter to make a block or so. Actually, no, that was a mistake. Was it? No, I'm not sure. Yeah, him getting more Jite counters. I could as well have killed Jite, probably. Okay, it doesn't matter. Probably lost anyway. Come on, Toxic Deluge. You're literally our only hope, I think. And the Thoughtseize help us here. 1, 2, 3, like these are 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if he Thoughtseize, we are actually dead next turn. But if we take 13 damage anyway, we can't deluge for 1. So I think we're dead either way. Maybe I should have killed the Jite or the Pyromancer, because that was a more certain death in the end than... We just need him to not pump yet. Actually, if he doesn't... Actually, Jita means that he will be able to survive. He will be able to survive Toxic Deluge. So never mind. Yeah, should have killed the Jita instead of the Jace. Or should have just played more creatures instead of... GG, opponent, draw a card. Meh, definitely not good enough anymore. Okay. At least it was a fun and interactive match, so that's... If I had not resolved the beginning of the trials, I could have kept open Plow for his first Pyromancer and stopped him from going completely wild. But I think I couldn't have foreseen that, and I couldn't have played around it. That was like I just needed to start doing something myself. So I think that was not a mistake. And we found a second opponent. Renegade Blood. Yes, we want to play first. But sadly we need to mulligan this. If it had 2 lands, I might have counted on drawing a third one for my Planeswalkers. But I think drawing 2 is very unlikely to happen. I'm gonna bottom it, like I have a bunch of removal cards anyway. And I'm leading with Wastelands, because I don't want... Yeah, maybe it's a wrong choice anyway. Okay, I definitely should have led with Swords to Plowshares. And I definitely should have kept the other one on top if we're playing against elves. But I don't want to be losing any tempo here. So I'm gonna Stoneforge for Jite. I think this should be a good matchup, but not like this, because these 2 cards are not so good against them. I think we're gonna be a bit too slow. At least they don't have a glimpse, that's something. And because they have 2 druids, I'm not sure if keeping Plow open for druids would have been any different. So we need land and Toxic Deluge. We already have a land. Now we need Deluge. I still think I want to plow something, but I'm not sure what. We're still dead to natural order, and we can't really stop Cradle from doing crazy shit. So I think I'm just passing here and plow something when something relevant comes up. Like if he plays a Wirewood Symbiote, I want to plow the Visionary. If he goes for natural order, I just die. Okay, 4 mana, that's a natural order. Sure. Do I die? Most likely. I'm gonna plow Crater Hoof, so at least before the trigger resolves, because then he will get 1 less. All his creatures will be 1 smaller. And let's see if I block with Batterskull. 6, 12, 18, 24. I gain 4. I still die. I'm still gonna do it to see if I go to -6 like I thought. Should be going to -6 just to check if I'm good at mods. -6, huh. Okay, I'm definitely bad at math. So, Cage is good, Push is good, Containment Priest is good. Not sure about Vindicate or Canonist. They seem to have changed something in the layout that you can't switch around cards, which is annoying. So, I don't want to be doing Bitter Blossoms. I think Gideon does nothing here either. Castle Judgment may be okay if they go for Progenitus. Maybe it's better than Liliana after fail, because a random sacrifice is worse than one we choose. And Caracas, I think we can cut it. Not sure Tidehall's color is great. Maybe Lingering Souls is worse, so we can switch Souls for Canonist. Souls is just too slow. Yes, I would like to play first. And I'm going to keep this just because of Cage and Containment Priest. Actually, Cage and Containment Priest basically do the same, so I think I want to play Dark Confidant first. I did not use my fetch lands turn 1, because I actually want to draw like a third land, so I wanted to not do any deck thinning. And as soon as he has the option to go for Reclamation Sage, like probably next turn, I want to keep open Containment Priest if possible. Or like Abrupt Decay, which it looks like he's doing here. Huh. Decaying the Confidant, eh? I think maybe Scholar is a bit more proactive here than keeping open Containment Priest. So Nissa, he can next turn Cradle, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's definitely better than just taking a random redraw of Visionary. Bayou Visionary. Huh. Yes, Heritage Druid. Sentinel. Oh, okay. I think now if I draw Deluge, I kill my own Scholar for sure. I don't want, like, I really need to find a board wipe here. Opponent has GS Cradle in hand. So I'm gonna play Confident. Use this as a blocker. Like, your opponent, if he draws a removal spell for this, he won't have any card to cheat into play anyway. Definitely need to draw into Toxic Deluge, but I think I don't want to play out my second one yet. I just want to see what's going on by playing my Tidehollow Scholar. He did not cast it, so he may be afraid of sweepers. He plays Cradle. I think that means he drew a second one, because otherwise he wouldn't expose it to Wasteland if he wants to hardcast Crater Hoof. I guess I want to see what's going on anyway. Oh, or another land, sure. I think I don't want to plow anything yet. Like, he will still get Crater Hoof mana if I plow Druid, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, 6, 7, 8 with the Winds of Teeth. He will still be able, like, I want to plow Visionary if he draws like a Zenith. No, not a Zenith. If he draws like the thing to bounce his stuff. Yeah, Hardcast Behemoth is the thing I should be most afraid of. Hmm, I guess I could play Fire and Ice. And equip it next turn. But I think, yeah, I think I don't want to keep open Plow anyway. Like, if he has Behemoth ended regardless, I think I need to start getting in with a bigger creature that he needs to block to prevent me from getting all of the advantage. But like he still can't like throw 3 or 4 creatures in front of it. Maybe I should have equipped my confidence, because it's gonna start taking a lot of life here. Yeah, he needs to just jump block this, I think. Yeah, okay. Oh, he can bounce it. Crap. Okay. Hmm. I think I want to keep open Plow for a Squarian Ranger. But I also don't want to lose life to my fetch land. So I could see some merit to playing Shambling Vent. I also considered playing Inquisition, just so like in case he has drawn something nasty by now, that I would be able to exile. But anyway, maybe it's safer not to play an instant in my turn, so he won't be able to deathrite it. Like I'm saving myself 2 life by not playing the Inquisition. Definitely don't want to be taking any more damage here. Thank you, opponent. So we need to plow the Quirion Ranger. So definitely need to attack with this guy. I think I don't want to play fetch land, save some life. Playing Inquisition also seems not the greatest. I think I start with attacking and see how he blocks. Could even see attacking with this guy. If you get back the Deathrite, I can still Inquisition it away. Not the best play, but I don't want to calculate if it has advantage or not. I just need to start getting the board a bit smaller. – Okay, that's not a problem for me. So next turn I want to equip this to the next big dude. I think here I want to lead off with Inquisition anyway, just see what's going on. Oh, okay, not much is going on. I think I can equip here and then keep open Containment Priest, just as an extra flash creature. Actually, equipping this guy means he's more likely to... Huh? Wait, he should know this does not work, right? Okay. Yeah, because now if he blocks this dude... then he gets back his Nissa, which I don't want. Actually, he can't trip. Yeah, my opponent forgot about Cage. Actually, now I have the mana to get Jite and equip. I think I want to be doing that. More magic online. Give me my land. Okay, seems like it's frozen. Huh. I guess I'll try to restart. I'll first try one more time. Okay, it works. It's less annoying than having to restart the game. So I get myself a Jita. Yeah, I can only deal 3 damage to that creature. So I should be fine. So did this teach us anything about cards we want? No, I think we still don't want any of these. Only Vindicate does something here. But I think it still doesn't do anything that our other cards aren't doing yet. So I'm gonna resubmit the same 61. Ooh. On the draw, it's tempting to hope and draw a second land. Like, we have so much interaction. I think I'm gonna go for a risky keep here. We have 2 turns to draw a second land. Like, we can kill their turn 1 Deathrite here. Oh, or Dried Arbor, whatever, and Inquisition away anything that's not natural order. Like, Dried Arbor is really good with Cradle, if he has it, but I think I need to Inquisition and take away Glimpse of Nature, if he has it. Ooh, he has a double. Then I guess I let him have the Glimpse and take a Heritage Druid. So sure, he gets to draw one card, and if he does not draw a land, its chain stops. So it's just replacing itself. That's fine. Here I want to kill Dried Arbor, but I may want to do it with Collective Brutality and take away his next glimpse. I think I want to do it that way. So take a glimpse, kill Dried Arbor. Liliana seems like the weakest card here. So opponent will have 1 mana, cast Glimpse. No, I can deal with creatures, so I think I still need to take the Glimpse. Like, it seems like the downside of him resolving it later in the game is too big. Like, Abrupt Decay is still only a 1-for-1. Okay. Hope he did not draw a land, then we can plow this dude. Or Fatal Push, I think. Like, Swords of Pleasures does something against Crater Hoof, although like not very great. So I think I just go for the Druid here. And this is a bit better against Reclamation Sage. Do I want to plow this? Like, it's not really a great creature. I think I still want to do it. Zenith seems like the best here. I should have done it end of my turn. Just to play around an Inquisition of Kozilek or something, so I could take it in his turn, like in my own turn. Zenith, sure. Okay, we're not drawing great here. I mean, I do like all the removal spells. But like if they fetch for Dried Arbor here, then untap, like draw a land and go natural order, that's nasty. So I don't want to draw any more lands here. I do want to draw Containment Priests or a Gravedigger's Cage. Oh, if only this was a Thoughtseize. I think taking just Abrupt Decay isn't great enough to waste my whole turn. So I want to attack and hope like he misses on land one turn. Like if he fetches Dried Arbor and misses on his land drop, I can at least deluge it away. Well, actually natural order isn't so dangerous. Like if he gets Progenitus, I can still kill it. And if I had not thrown away Liliana, I could even have killed it without spending 5 life. That's fine. So we spend 5 life, take abrupt decay, and then next turn gets ourselves a Jita. Yeah, I think it's still correct to keep Deluge and pitch Liliana. Like, this was a very, very rare corner case. And despite Reclamation Sage, I still wanna cast the Jita here. So I can equip next turn and still play something else. Otherwise I would spend 4 mana next turn. Okay, our opponent is a GG. And we win due to having like 4 or 5 removal spells in our first turns. And our opponent not having a second land early enough. So we had some luck there, opponent had some bad luck. And we're playing against Cartesian, famous for being kind of the inventor of Buggaluran. So Inquisition isn't the greatest, but at least Gideon can make a survive through the combo for 1 turn. Unless he cascades into a abrupt decay to kill it. But like, yeah, the combo doesn't work through Gideon. Island Swamp, a bunch of Brainstorms. I guess Strix is the best card here. It's a 2-for-1 which blocks anything we play. Brainstorm turn 1 isn't great if he wants to do that on his turn. And it's only a 1-for-1. And opponent doesn't have a fetch land. Like if he only had 1 Brainstorm, I might have wanted to take that one. Of course, Brainstorm is still better than Strix. But yeah, 3 Brainstorms, not that great. And we're getting GT because he has a lot of creatures with 1 toughness. Able to kill these is fine. And because of click, I have to be careful with my Jita. I think I need to get it out now. Because next turn, if my opponent plays land, I won't be able to get that option. Cascade, okay, no decay please. No decay. I'll fetch some more basics here because there isn't a real cost to doing so. I think I still need to get the Jita counters. He's gonna block with Charlotte's Agent. But at least my Dark Confidant will be able to be equipped. Okay, I can choose to kill one of the creatures or keep it for if he's trying to combo off. I think I want to kill the Deathrite. That's most value if he gets on tap with it. Sure, he can jam the combo and win, but if he's a good player, which he is, he can win through 2 Jita counters anyway. Only weakness, of course, is now that he can block my Confident with Charles Agent, but Gideon should be able to prevent the blocking damage. Brainstorm. Huh. Leovold, kind of nice against all of these, but we got Caracas, like nice against both Gideon and Jite. So we equip Jite, and I think we Tide Hollow's color here, because at least that one can take Leovold if you want to, which Brutality can't. Or like Aluran if he's close to comboing off. Yeah, opponent forces it, pitches Cavern Harpy. Must be really close to having the combo then. Although he still needs a second green, so maybe he just didn't want us to take his Leovold, I don't know. Seems not impossible. Because it will draw him a card every turn. Strix is fine. Brainstorm is fine. I'm not gonna kill Strix yet, because I can kill it with Brutality. Of course it's more efficient to kill Strix with a Jita counter and use Brutality for a Shardless Agent, but I may want to keep Brutality for... I may want to keep the counters for a creature that actually matters, because I'm not afraid of Shardless Agent. Okay, Martial Arts was revealed. I think I'm just gonna go for a lot of basics here. No reason not to. So, let's say I play Collective Brutality, pitch a land. I think I can actually pitch 2 lands. Choose. Yeah, I have to take the Strix, I think. Discard 2 lands. Okay. I don't really mind about any of these, I think. Like, I could prevent Charlotte's agent damage, but I think like if he would have a brainstorm on top, he could brainstorm into both the blue mana and the Alluran and kill us. So getting the emblem, like Charlotte's agent can't kill Gideon. So yeah, this is definitely the line that makes us least likely to lose to random shit. Yeah, sure, like taking 2 damage on Gideon doesn't matter at all. Like it will still be a 4/4 creature, even if it has only 1 counter on it. Leovold is fine. But I'm still gonna bounce it, because it also makes my Gideon plus worse. Like, of course, if he blocks my Confident, I could... yeah, I definitely want to be killing the Strix. Like, yeah, it makes my... Like, I could pump the Confident, but it might still be not great. Yeah, I think if I prevent Charlotte's Agent, actually, if I make this into a 4/4, this can attack for 8, 4. Then I should win, I think. Just make sure I don't click the wrong option. Okay. Vindicate does something. We want to kill some dudes, even though it's not the greatest. Either Sworn Canonist doesn't stop. I mean, it stops the Cavern Harpy part, but of course it doesn't stop him from casting like a bunch of Strixes and Shardless Agents, so I may want to try that one. Better Skull doesn't seem the best. You know, the Trials was okay-ish. Liliana doesn't seem like the greatest on the draw. Bitter Blossom. I mean, he's good at the grindy game, but I still think we need to be... So we need to be more aggressive. Like, we need him to be the grinder. Krakus was actually valuable here, so I may want to keep it in. Brutality... Meh. He doesn't stop his combo, and he doesn't play that many instants or sorceries. So it's usually just gonna be a removal spell. What else to cut? Maybe the Vindicate. Like, if he resolves Alluren, he's likely to win, so we may not need it. Like, we may not get a chance to Vindicate an Alluren. This hand has turn 1 removal and then some forms of disruption. So yeah, seems good enough. I did not board in Surgical against his combo, because he's like, it's a very good grindy deck. So I will 2-for-1 myself, and he will just win with small ridiculous dudes. I think I need to kill this with Collective Brutality before it gets too big. But of course, if he forces it, I think I want to pitch Lingering Souls, but of course this is very weak to Force of Will and then exile Lingering Souls. Opponent did not have Force, but did not have a target here either. And they're forcing us to cast Lingering Souls now, basically. Yeah, I want to get my value out of this. I want to give him thing to exile. And if he casts Alluron, I won't be too unhappy because I have like all this stuff. Sure. Leovold A. And of course he can just cast it in response. At least he won't be able to use it for my Stoneforge Mystic. Yes, I want to use it. Huh. Did I cut Batterskull? Oh, yeah, probably did. Here I don't want to Thoughtseize him. Like, sometimes against Leovold decks I Thoughtseize them, they draw a card, and if it's a good card I can take it if it's not an instant. But because he has a Lure in play, even like him drawing a creature would get him some value. Don't want that to happen. I think I played Jitte and file in the sword. I might as well do it now. Because he plays clicks, so I don't want him to... Yeah, there's no reason in keeping them as blockers, so I'm just gonna attack. So, yeah. His equipments are not so good against... Oh, yeah. Cavern Harpy and Vengeful Rebel means he can basically kill any creature we have. So yeah, let's not care about... and he can save it from removal, so I think we're dead here. Like, only Pithing Needle could help, but we don't run Pithing Needle. So I'm just gonna be looking at some more cards in his deck. Then I'm gonna concede. So, do we have a plan for Vengeful Rebel? Not really. Yeah, maybe I do want to Vindicate, because in this place Vindicate would have been kind of good. At least we would be able to stop him from doing all this shit. Okay, like I don't want to waste our opponent's time. Like I understand that I have to respond to all of this, but so he draws a card, and we concede. Okay. So okay, I may be okay here actually. Hmm. Yeah, it's a pity that collective brutality does not do so much against them. Like, I really want to have it, but may not be good enough. Gideon, I think post boards, when they're less on the combo, is not as impressive. And Inquisition, nah. Not sure that's the angle I want to attack on. Double Caracas, no black mana. Unfortunate mulligan. This very slow, but I think I don't want a mulligan to 5 against such a value deck. And I'm not fetching here yet, because I actually want to draw more lands. So I think Strix gives most value here, because if Kaya Ghost Assassin or something blinks Strix, they get to draw a card every turn, but if it blinks Charlotte's Agent, it does nothing. Although, of course, like them getting a spell is more valuable than them getting a random card, which may be a land. Here it's tricky, like I don't want him to exile my Lingering Souls, but he's gonna do so at some point anyway. So I think by casting it now, I'm forcing him not to cast Charlotte's Agent next turn. And like at some point he's gonna, like I can't wait until I have 5 mana here. That's gonna put me too much down on mana, like on pressure. Please don't have Aluron. Okay, I'm fine with that. So, do I want to take Ooze or just equip? Like Ooze will just become a big creature. I think I can afford to play the equipment. Hope he does not cascade into a decay. I think when playing these high mana spells, you really want Deathrite Shaman. Ooh, value. Yeah, nice value play by our opponent. He's keeping open 2 mana, so my sword won't be able to kill his. Might even be keeping open Abrupt Decay. Not? Okay. We might have a small chance. If we draw a land here, play Canonists, then untap and play Kaya. That could be good, but we did not, alas. Then he can grow this into a big dude. We need to draw a land and then bounce it so it loses the counters. Or we could go, yeah, then afterwards we have to discard and draw, I think, because he's had 6 cards. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. Like, he drew so many cards here. I think we don't have a realistic chance, but but you never know. If I don't draw land, I'm council's judgmenting his sword for sure. Ooh, I'm at 5 life. It's actually not so good for me, obviously. Huh. It's to kill my token. Oh, wait, if I equip here, I'm dead. Like this, I can block 1. He attacks for a bunch more. I think I need to Council's Judgment, his Scavenging Ooze, and then hope he does not have a decay for my spirit, or like another Vengeful Rebel. It's very unlikely, but I think it's better play than making 2 tokens and having my Lingering Souls exiled. Like that will buy me maybe 1 more turn against the decay, but it's not gonna win me the game after that turn. So I'm trying to play for the long game here. Like, just surviving a turn isn't good enough. Don't kill my spirit. I have a bad feeling. Huh, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, because I'm still losing. Three, that means I need to play 3 blockers. So yeah, GG. Like even the Luge wouldn't have saved me because of Leovold. Yeah, the matchup is just too grindy for my deck. Yeah, and just playing 4 mana spells without Deathrite. Not a winning proposition. Be right back. Of morgen. Wie liest vandaag? Ah ja, oké, dat is goed. Oh ja, 11 uur is goed, ja. De mesure min S. Ja, dat klopt. Oké, dankjewel. Bye. Okay. I have to make a call there. Purple Gambit. Okay. I think I saw him in a stream yesterday or something, but I think he was not the one who actually played. So I don't know I don't remember what deck he's on. So where's my... May have, just in case he would be on a Blood Moon deck, I think I'm gonna fetch a basic here. I watched somebody play Blood Moon against him. I think Force of Will. I don't like taking Force, but he has no answer to our Dark Confidant or Stoneforge, or to our Plow on his Delver. So yeah, we like, unless he drew like a Daze, we're just likely to Oh, he does not go for the turn 1 Delver. Yeah, he probably thinks we're in combo because we're playing a basic into a discard spell. So he may be looking for a Force of Will. He did not shuffle. Okay. Like this is weak to Wasteland. He did not shuffle, that means he does have interaction. I think I'm still gonna cast the Confident first. Because at least if Stoneforge resolves and gets a better skull, they probably won't be able to deal with it. Ponder. Looking for the fatal push. Yes, I want to draw more cards, always. If I don't draw a land, I'm gonna plow the Deathrite. Okay, because I don't want my collective brutality to get dazed. I think now I'm safe to escalate it. Kill creature, take something from their hand. Discard Scholar. Scholar seems not like the best against a deck that may have removal spells. Discarding Lingering Souls. Meh. Actually, they can't cast it yet because they don't have white mana. So yeah, I think taking Spell Pierce makes our Swords to Plowshares likely to kill their Delver. They will probably turn like first main Wasteland, second main. If I float mana, they will probably second main only their Delver. Delver, they have Thought Score and Lingering Souls. That means, yeah, Thought Score could be any card. Oh, Angler. Glad I have the plow left. So Bitter Blossom should be able to deal, or Jitte should be able to deal with Delver at some point. So here I'm gonna keep this as a blocker in case it doesn't flip. Okay, I'm ahead on cards, but I am way down on life, so... reveals days. Should have attacked. Okay, taking a lot of damage here. I need to cast something that I want to get dazed. Like Bitter Blossom, I hope he dazes this. Of course, if he lets it resolve, I'm actually screwed. Yeah, I think it was my best way of hoping to resolve like Lingering Souls next turn. Oh man, we had such a good start, and then we just lost to taking so much damage. Yeah, confident liability here. Like now, even if we draw a land, we are dead to taking 1 damage off Confident, because we can only block, no, we can actually block 2 creatures, so we take 1. Yeah, either way, we're not winning this race. I think even land into Deluge is not enough. So I might as well get some more information. Not so satisfied with the dark with the Daedalus colors in many matchups. So Fatal Push seems good. Like Talia could be good on taxing their cantrips, so I may want to consider it. And these are not the best in such an aggressive matchup. Although Kaya is okay against Gurmak Angler. Thoughtseize does lose me a lot of life, but it can take an Angler, so that's tricky. $10 color. Yeah, I don't want Bitter Blossom. I think I can cut the Thoughtseizes. At least these ones leave behind the body. Maybe I do want the Kaya on the play. May give me some late game value, I don't know. And it's a sort of a removal spell. I'll keep this for having turn 2 Thalia. But not good against Daze, and of course Thalia is also taxing our own, like all the other cards we have in hand. So again, not the best opening hand, should maybe have mulliganed. And would have been better with the Deathrite. Probably any hand is better with Deathrite. Okay, there goes the Thalia plan, probably. Yep, there goes Thalia. And there's no reason to cast Collective Brutality yet here. Until he plays a Delver or a Deathrite or something. Exactly like that. Opponent does not have a second land. Okay. Thalia would have been good. I'm not actually sure if I want to take a random cantrip from his hand or something. I may just want to cast it to kill the Deathrite. Although, of course, if he has just one Ponder or Brainstorm to get him out of his landlock, like, I'm not too happy with it. But I think I can afford to and hope to screw my opponent on cantrips. These Spell Pierce, Thought Scour, Thoughtseize. Okay. Let's see, Thought Scour is a cantrip, and it does make his Angler more likely to land. Spell Pierce stops our answer, like we have 2 or 3 answers to Angler, and they all get stopped by Daze or Spell Pierce. So I think I take Daze, because for Spell Pierce at least he needs to keep mana open. And of course Daze also stops us from playing Vindicate on his land. Okay, so Thoughtseize. Probably gonna take Liliana. Like I could see casting Gideon just as a discard spell for his Spell Pierce. But yeah, like this being double white, like I discard Council's Judgment, so I wouldn't have to fetch a second basic planes. Like so I would only have like spells that require 1 white and possibly 2 black to be able to get a second basic swamp. But Gideon makes that awkward. Like I really don't want to lose to a wasteland if we are in such an okay position. And I think trading a Spell Pierce for a good card is actually not worth it. Of course, now we can play Angler and Spell Pierce our answer for Angler, meaning that we will need one more turn to be able to answer Angler, so maybe I should have just gone for it. Yeah. But I'm going for the Vindicate because my opponent doesn't know about Gideon. So this way we get to keep at least a Planeswalker in play. Which is slightly better than just having Vindicated the Angler. But we're taking 5 more damage. Opponent attacks. Bam. Probably put away Self Persecution. And I think we just have to go for it. Like we can't afford to waste one more turn checking if they have protection. If they have an answer for this, we lose the game. But yeah, if we don't play this turn, we also lose. So I'm gonna play Scholar first, see if the way is clear for Stoneforge. Just see what's going on in my opponent's hand in general. Ooh, so our opponent, like the card will be exiled from his hand permanently. So that's really good for us. Self Persecution doesn't do... Thoughtscore at least might mill him into Lingering Souls or something. Yeah, I'm not sure my opponent knows, but killing a what's it called? Tidehole Scholar in response to the trigger is will usually end up being a 2 for 1. Oh, that's not good. That's a nice top deck, bro. So we can, like, I can either deluge, but then I have to hardcast Bather Skull next turn. I think I have to do it that way though. I think I attack, hope he blocks, and then I have to deluge because Bather Skull won't be able to beat this angler. And now he can't play Zealous Persecution yet, because if he untaps with Zealous Persecution, I will have to pay 6 life. Now I only have to pay 4 life. And I have a manland. Well, manland with lifelink, so I could be in an okay position. Deathrite, annoying but sure. So I can Thalia and equip, but he can just kill Thalia. No, not equip, I mean Thalia and animate. But I think I want to hardcast Bather Skull here. As long as my opponent doesn't draw Spell Pierce or Daze or Snapcaster for Spell Pierce. And this can easily raise Deathrite. So yeah, these 2 life linking permanents could come in very handy. Even if he deals with a Bather Skull, at least I can gain some life here. My opponent is attacking. Oh yeah, and kills a token. Sure. Casting Thalia. He can't play Zealous Persecution yet. I think I start with... No, I can't equip Thalia yet. So I can either... no, anyway, I want to start with... Like if I play Thalia this turn, he can't Persecution yet. But if I wait one more turn, I can play Thalia and equip it if he does not keep the mana open. This is a difficult choice. Like, I'm just trading 3 of his mana next turn for my card in hand, while drawing a land, and him not keeping open 3 mana may give me a bigger advantage. So I think I'm keeping the Thalia in hand, because trading this 1 for 1 won't do enough, maybe. And he may even like shuffle this away if he has cards he deems are better. I just want to make my Thalia Skull, my better Thalia. Deathrite, okay. Yeah, now he has a mana open to kill my Thalia in response to the equip. So we're gonna get some more equipment first. Jite seems stronger here. Like he could actually double block and then make his creatures 2/3s and mine a 1/2, so I don't kill any of his and he kills mine. So I do not want to animate for obvious reasons. The next turn I can equip Better Skull to my Stoneforge. Unless of course he has another Fatal Push. No, he most likely does not. Gonna attack before playing Inquisition of Kozilek, because otherwise he just plays the Self Persecution in response and we get in less damage. But it seems not to be necessary. So okay, I may be slow on the draw. We may want more like heart removal. Gideon was okay, but not the best here. So I'm not completely sold on him. Maybe on the draw, Talia will slow me down more than my opponent. So I'm just gonna play it like this. Actually, Surgical is okay against Lingering Souls, but whatever. I could have seen playing that. Doesn't have a basic, so it's weak to Wasteland, but we can push his Delver or Deathrite or Inquisition if he just plays a cantrip. So I think we can't mulligan this. Okay. Playing push is weak to daze, but we can't, on the draw we can't play around daze all the time, because it would slow us down incredibly much. That's a very, very aggressive move. Like, we only have 2 pushes in our deck, which of course he doesn't know. Like, we have no way of getting it back from the graveyard, so he's just taking out 1 card in our 53 cards by losing 1 card in his hand. I think he should have kept it for, I don't know, Lingering Souls or at least something big impact like Liliana. Like Fatal Push is not a big impact card, it's just a 1-for-1 trade. Maybe he wanted to have some information on our hand, yeah, to know if he should Wasteland us. Which he should. Yeah, like I foresaw, our hand would be weak to Wasteland. And I guess the information from Surgical could have been valuable, because if we had like a 5-land hand, the Wasteland would have been bad. Oh, come on. We have 24 lands. We should have drawn 1 by now. That's what you get for not playing Brainstorm. Okay, he does not have a lot of instants in the graveyard, so at least... Okay, now he may... So we're not losing a lot of life by his Deathrites yet. And by emptying his hand, it's more likely if we draw 2 lands in a row that our Toxic Deluge will resolve. Like, he doesn't seem to have any counter spells in hand. But yeah, he can of course just Thoughtseize it away. GG. We lose the game. Come on, 2 lands in a row. That's 1. I think I need to fetch here. Like, it's slightly weaker to wasteland. Like, you could still waste our Caracas anyway. And I want to play a blocker. So if my opponent's Delver doesn't flip, I get to block it. Now drawing a land should win me the game, but it does not. So my opponent gets to live 1 more turn. The opponent gets to scry 1 more turn even. So yeah, they're getting more and more likely to find a Spell Pierce or a Daze. This was our 1 turn window of opportunity. Or actually, if we can equip this without him drawing like a Fatal Push or something. Then we can go to town on nice creatures. But yeah, Deathrights will just provide so much damage if he draws any more instants or sorceries. And we are lucky. Come on, land. I will take it. Let's see. Could it be more valuable to just equip an attack? Or would this make me too weak to whatevers? If I equip, attack, say he blocks, I can use 1 counter, 2 counters, and I'm still behind on board, and I want to have, yeah, we'll have a 3rd land next turn. If I clear the board, it's a 3 for 2 for sure, but I won't have any creatures left. I think I want to have a creature to survive the deluge. Okay. Now I won't even need the loot anymore, I'll just need Liliana. And I need my opponent not to top deck anything too great. Like any disruptive spell. Oh, he's keeping open hardcast force here. If he attacks, that's a clear signal of needing so I'm gonna give him something to force. So my Liliana next turn can resolve. He's not. Why is he not? Oh, there are no instants and sorceries in the graveyard. Okay. Yeah, then maybe it would have been safer to kill the Deathright. Yeah, because now it's gonna deal a lot more damage. And I'm more likely to get Spell Pierced or something. One is playing Gurmak Angler, and if he is, I think I'm gonna Deluge for 5, because he doesn't play Bolt. And I mean, I have a jitter counter anyway. And it may be the last time we can 2-for-1 him. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, then we should be able to deal with anything that's not lingering souls. Let's see what's going on first. Don't want to run something into hardcast force if it's not necessary. Opponent concedes. That's interesting. Maybe he just knew that that we had too many value cards in hand. Don't see another reason to concede. Okay, we can still cash this league if we win the next one. So So, last round of this league against Batlam. I think I played against him before. Don't remember what he's on. His hand is tricky. Like on the draw, it could be tempting because it has 2 discard spells, and we do play a lot of lands to draw. Like if he's a combo deck, this is a really good hand, but if he is a wasteland deck, so we just need to finish a message. I think I'm gonna keep it because of being on draw, and because of we're having like 4 interactive spells here against combo and something against creature decks. Just need to not get chaliced out of the game. Ooh, we drew exactly what we needed. A source for basic planes. Could be lands or agrolome. I think in neither deck I want to take anything that's like a 4 or more mana. Looks to be lands if they play crop rotation. Yeah, I think we need to get Better Skull as soon as possible to gain some life. Like I don't really think Better Skull is great, but we just need to be able to get over 20 life so we don't die to Dark Depths. Let's see, discard Ghost Quarter, sure. But even then, like he can make the token next turn. So our Better Skull will never have attacked. Gamble for, I don't know, Life from the Loam, possibly. Discards Tranquil Thicket. No, here I definitely want to Tidal Scholar away his Loam. Then he doesn't have the third mana. If he doesn't draw any land, he can't actually make the token here. So I could Gideon make an emblem, then he needs to deal with it at some point. Or I could look at his hand. I think I'm gonna look at his hand. If it's a Punishing Fire for our Tidal Scholar, I don't know. No, I should have Thought Seized first. If it's a Punishing Fire, so I could use the second Scholar to exile it again, because now I'm gonna have to discard the Loam. Okay. I guess I don't want him to have crop rotation, so that's it's not the worst. So next turn he can make the token. Which means I do want to start. Like if I did not take the crop rotation, he could crop rotate away this for an untapped land. No, it wouldn't have made a difference. Yes, I do want to get a lifelink creature. Might be too late or too slow, but might be our best bet. Maybe I should have wanted to put the Jitte into play and just equip it next turn. And then like Gideon. Yeah, I think if we play Jitte, next turn equip it, attack, go up to 23 life. Then if he attacks us, we could make the token like never deal damage. I think I want to Thought Seize here. Then attack, hope he makes the... Or, no, I can still make the Jitte, equip, and hope my Gideon gets me there. I don't want him to get back life from Loam. Probably not crop rotation either. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think I can attack with the Scholar here. Sure. Okay, got the right Gideon to victory now. Or like draw Lingering Souls wouldn't be the worst either. I think I want land, so I can play Gideon and file in Better Skull. Or like equip Jitte or something. Okay, we got part 1 of our combo. I mean combo of the... got part 1 of the play we wanted to make. And he did get back the crop rotation though, so that means he can make a second token. So he can make a second token. I think I want to equip here. So I am able to Thoughtseize away his crop rotation. Okay, too late for that. Okay, Maze of It is fine. Like I would be most afraid of him making a second token end of my turn. So I could only have prevented this one. Yeah, I think that's definitely a play mistake for my opponent. Because the best way for him to win is getting an instant speed token. Life from the loam target. Oh yeah, of course. This way he can also make a new token. Sure. It'll be slightly slower though. I think he should have played Espion stage, right? Oh, unless he's gambling for Punishing Fire. Makes sense, makes sense. Yeah, Punishing Fire can deal with Gideon as well. Do I want Confident? I think I do. Because I will lose this race in the end. I will attack with both. Hope he untaps Stoneforge. Then I still get in 2 more damage. Yeah, and I can file in Batterskull end of turn, end of his turn. Still. Oh yeah, of course you can still use it as a blocker. That's smartish. And I'm stupid for not gaining life here, because I will need to gain life to not die too confident. But I also need him not to get back Punishing Fire for free. So, mistake. Targeting all of the above, sure. I think I'm gonna gain here, because then he will still need to use the... He will still make me gain 1 life with growth, because he doesn't have a red mana up anymore. Okay, so he's gaining me the extra life. There was no reason for him to do it that way. Except that I kind of tricked him into it. Like, not tricked him into it, but I opened up the possibility for him to make a mistake. Because he doesn't have the mana to actually... He doesn't have the mana to actually cast it now, so I can even just Thoughtseize it away if I want. Just wasting his mana and... so he already has a loam, so I may want to give him back the other loam. Yeah, I think I want to draw a card first and see what my options are. Ooh, Liliana seems good. So I need to keep 3. I can use 2 mana this turn, and he will use Maze of It for 1 anyway. So I will think I... No, I can't actually pay for Confidence, because he may kill me. Yes, I want to pay for Germ. I guess I want to pay for Tide Hollow Scholar. No, not pay for Tide Hollow. He can have the lime. He can have the loam if he wants. So we make him sacrifice the creature, and then we can attack with 3 creatures, and he can only stop one of them. And like if I had kept confident, I would have sacrificed Stoneforge, he could have untapped Batterskull, and I wouldn't have gained any life. Ooh, wait, I think we actually win next turn. Wait, I can drain for 2, and I can attack. Yeah, like he can't make a blocker because he didn't play out his... unless he has exploration into Dark Depths and Thespian Stage. I think, oh yeah, he has Punishing Fire for 1 creature, untap 1 other creature. We'll see how it plays out. This game is taking very long, and I have to leave to the doctor in like 10 or 15 minutes. So I hope that I don't have to concede because of real life time pressure. Yeah, I've had to do that before, like a few turns before winning. I just had to get to school because I was already late. It's not a good feeling. Come on, opponent. I think you're not winning this. Just concede, please. Oh wait, no, I can make a second maze, but it will be a turn late. He does not have... Okay, so I pay... Yes. Yes. Maybe I'm wasting time by plusing a Liliana here. Gideon becomes a creature. The opponent should have won this game. So... Cycling, sure. Could still have Glacial Chasm, of course. If he crop rotations into it. Crop rotates. And we rotate some crops into it. So it's indestructible, so Vindicate is not great. Kaya at least deals with the token in the end. And I'll want a bunch of surgicals. Not sure about Talia. This makes infinite blockers. So, Sword Splasher is not the best. Maybe I want to take out a different art. I leave in 2. Like, sometimes it does win the game. Collective Brutality at least kills Tireless Tracker. I think I can leave in one of them. GT doesn't do enough, I think. Deluge, definitely not good. Yeah, probably Vindicate more a better answer to, like if you play Sylvan Library or stuff like that. Okay. Okay, mulligan because of no lands. I guess I got to keep this, even though it's bad. And I'll auto-heal here, like, it's bad with surgical. Oh yeah, actually Inquisition is not great. I could have cut some 1 mana discard spells. Crucible is probably the most annoying. Actually Crop Rotation. Oh, Crop Rotation is so valuable here. Or Gamble. I misplayed that. Like he's nowhere near the mana for Crucible. We're at Foothills, yeah, you can play out both of these cards now, meaning our Brutality will be worth a lot less. I should have taken Gamble. Or Crop Rotation, because Crop Rotation gives him second part of the combo. And then he gets life from the loam. And we're screwed. I'm gonna concede to save some time. I guess I'm just gonna leave it as is. So I'll play first. No black mana, so mulligan. This one is kind of bad, but at least we get to scry. Nah, I think I need to mulligan this, it's too clunky. Like, if we scry into a black mana, I think, yeah, I'm just gonna hope to scry into a black mana here, and I should have mulliganed, but because of time constraints, I'm gonna make a lot of mistakes this game. Frustrating. And it's completely my own fault. Like I said, I should mulligan. And yeah, usually when you tell yourself you really need to mulligan a hand, you probably should. Oh, that's a lot of Maze of Its, lol. I guess I can lead with a Scholar. Like, I actually want to draw more cards, but my opponent's not having lands, that he's... yeah, this mana screws him, so that's good. Except he drew another land. Here I think I'm gonna start using Kea to him to track him. He will have to discard one of the... He'll have to discard one of the cards in his hand, so we get to draw more. So he won't have the combo in his hand anymore. Seeing each opponent discards, draw. The discarded Dark Depths, okay. Yeah, Thespian stage is more valuable. Come on, opponent, you're not doing anything. Yeah, I could copy basic planes, so I can't wasteland his Thespian stage. Or wasteland, that works. So, I think I have to waste this here and now. Start drawing a bit more cards. And drain. And I am not attacking here to save my opponent from clicking Maze of Ith. And to save myself some time. No life from below, please. Okay. So we got Wasteland. Let's kill his tracker. And at least now we can attack for 4 damage. I mean for 2 damage. Oh wait, he has Barbarian Ring active. Like, I think he has 7 cards in the graveyard now. Okay. That's annoying. So we vindicate his Maze of Ith. And then we have to reset Kaya. Oh, never mind. Sure. Yeah, Barbarian Ring for, I guess, Dark Confident. Oh no, he's killing Liliana. Sure. I do not mind at all. Okay. So I'm gonna drain here. Opponent is only gonna kill a Lingering Souls token. And they should lose next turn. Okay, we cashed the league. That's great. Now I gotta run off to my appointment and see you for another video in the future. Bye. Damn it. My buttons don't work.